We are now going to go over the key changes you will see within AE Portal as of Tuesday, January 12, 2016. These changes have to do with proofing, marking up, and final output tags. So the first thing we're going to do is briefly go over booking the order so we can show some of the changes. Most of the things will still stay the same. However, there are some minor changes. So the first thing is within order templates and custom, some of the wording has changed. So when you're choosing from your templates, all of the naming conventions are going to be the same. However, you may just notice a slight difference, and that is when you're choosing an HTML order, the ad type will now show Celtra Ad Creator. This is still an HTML5 ad. It simply means that the production team is creating the ads within Celtra. If you're choosing from the custom tab, you would simply choose your product from the list, and then in the ad type you will no longer have the option for HTML5 and GIVOX. You will simply be choosing Celtra Ad Creator and clicking Create. Now the next minor change to go over is on the edit order page. Everything on here stays the same. However, max file size for HTML orders is now changing to 100 kilobytes, and you will have access to a reference sheet which shows this. The other thing that's a minor change is the tagline. We asked for all reps to place in audience extension or trade desk within the tagline, depending where the ad is going. If it's not going to either, you can leave it blank. However, we do need this information because the final output tags that are being created need this information to alter the tag slightly. From here, you would save, activate your order, and upload your material. The next step that we'll go over that has changed slightly is marking up your proof and viewing the URL proof. So once production has sent you your proof, you'll get a notification by email. So here you can see my notification, and we can see the message looks slightly different. So I can see that there's a proof link, and then there's also some final tag for AdOps Trade Desk. So the first thing we're going to go over is this proof link. So here you can simply copy this and paste it in a new browser. And then here you will see the ad animate. Now this is what you're going to be able to send to the client, and also what you're going to refer to when you want to make your changes. So now I can see that there may be some minor changes that I'd like to make. So what I would do is I would go into my email, simply click on this, and it would open in AE Portal. So here I can see there's no actual preview of the ad, and there will not be with any HTML orders. So what I can do is click open in new window, and that will simply open the proof that we were just viewing. So I now have two options for uploading my changes. I can simply add comments on the side. So I would click markup proof. It's going to make sure I want to mark up this proof. And here I can upload comments. So this is where my changes would be. And then you would hit save. Once you've uploaded all your changes, you would then hit submit comments. However, keep in mind you will not have the image of the ad to refer to. The other option you can do is you can go back to this page where you see your order, and you can click actions, upload materials, and from here you can simply upload a Word doc stating your changes and instructions. So either options are available to you for HTML ads. Now let's go back to our email notification so we can go over what this final tag is. So here we can see this is the tag we were provided. Now you will be provided this within the first proof and not the subsequent proofs afterwards. This is what is going to be sent to AdOps, Trade Desk, and IDEA. My suggestion is to simply copy it and paste it onto a Word doc and save it for when the ad is complete, as this is what you're going to be sending off, including the backup JPEG. There will be no more need for Swifts, HTML. It will be simply this link and the backup JPEG, which will be sent off. So this is something definitely to keep handy. One note is that it will automatically update. So if we're going back and forth with some changes, if you've initially copy and pasted this after the first proof and 3 more changes have been made, the link automatically updates to the newest ad, so you don't need to worry about getting a new link. It'll always be the same one. So just to go over this again, one thing to note is that because the markup tools are gone, your options are a little different. So you're going to add comments, or you're going to just upload your materials using the actions button. There is no more need for GIVOX orders, and the reason for that is because your tag is being supplied within the first proof, so you're not creating GIVOX orders anymore. The other change is adding the tagline. You need to add audience extension or trade desk within the tagline. And finally, the proof URL. Your proof URL simply looks a little different now. and it looks more as if it's in a website. So those are the main changes for the HTML ads because we are using the Seltra Ad Creator tool. These are minor changes, and hopefully you found this helpful to be able to go forward with booking ads.